The offense with 3 tight ends now on first down, trying to create a mismatch. Ball handed off.
Well, we've seen this from this defense all year long, the ability to stop the run, and they get things started here on this first play of the game with being stout up front.
And here's that wrinkle, the Wildcat formation, extra blocker in the game. Let's see what they call. Direct snap. He'll toss it to the back. The Wildcat look doesn't get much that time, just a few on the...
Options there for the quarterback. Ends up trying to pitch it out, gets some yards, but not enough for the first down.
Important moment early in this playoff game. Opening drive, they face third down. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Running out of time in the pocket. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
The quarterback did all he could here to wait until the last possible moment, but he waits just a hair too long, which allows the defense to actually hit him as he throws the ball.
Side of the 50 on the first possession. Fourth down, looking to throw for it. Taking a shot deep down the right side. Can't connect downfield, incomplete, and a turnover on downs.
Listen, I get it. I know you trust your offense, and maybe this is something you thought about all week in these situations, but when it's on your side of the field like this, you got to give it a second thought, because now your defense is already playing with their backs against the wall.
Defensive backs up at the line, showing press. Keeping it on the ground here. Runner scoots out of bounds after gaining decent yards.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Off play action, he's looking to throw. He'll throw it now. Caught near the sticks. It's Smith. They finally bring him down, but the offense set up now. First down from the 15.
Chris, how about this? I mean, there's nobody open initially. He rolls out to be able to get out of the pocket away from the pressure and eventually finds the big tight end for those positive yards in that first down.
They come to the line in the Wildcat formation. Defense got to be on alert here. And it's a direct snap. Crimson Tide as they claim the lead in this playoff game. And now they'll set up for the point after. And it's 7-0 after the PAT. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And from deep in the end zone, they'll bring it out. Tackle at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. Gators offense retakes the field. The last time they went forward on fourth down, didn't get it, and it ended up costing them 6 points. And they bounce back here. Fires it to the wideout. Freshman trying to take his shot, but put too much on the throw.
Oh, man, I really like the route here by this wide receiver. Does a nice job of separating, creates some space there. The quarterback, unfortunately, just puts that ball too far out in front of him.
But only a 1-yard gain, so it's 3rd and 9 coming up.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
Looking for the wideout. The pass knocked down by the defense. Incomplete.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this 3rd down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. Let's see what the call is. Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. Direct snap. The Wildcat look picks up a solid gain, but they're still short of the first.
You know, the good thing about this play is it's not an explosive play, but it really gives you a chance now to be able to pick up a 1st down here on this next play.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. It's a shotgun run call. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs. Alabama comes up with the line quickly.
Chris, I don't know. There's just something about that Bama uniform. When they run the football, it just feels right. It's a combination of having those big offensive linemen, a really physical approach at the line of scrimmage, and backs that are able to pick up 1st downs like that right there. Beautiful play.
And it's incomplete. Even on a 1st down throw, he was under some heavy pressure.
Boy, that pass rush got in there in a hurry. Great job by this defense of disrupting the rhythm and timing between the quarterback and the receivers.
Looking to pass. It's Russell. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag. Doesn't get it. Brings up 3rd down.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football, but he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
They're backed up here trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Back goes in motion man. Let's see how the defense adjusts. Dropping back. We're going to throw for the 1st down. Taking a shot deep toward the end zone. That's incomplete. They weren't afraid to let it fly, but it brings up a 4th down. So the decision is to not go for it, but settle for 3. Here comes the field goal team. Oh, and he's off target. It's no good. And after the miss, it's still a 7-point lead.
Well, that's going to go down as an empty possession for this offense. No points as he's off target. And now you can see he's hanging his head. Poor kicker.
Makes the catch for the defense. Breaks in the ball, and it's a short gain. Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down.
Well, not much of a gain there, but this is what they do. They love to go fast. The defense has got to be aware.
That run moves the ball across the 35.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. You really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, I don't think the offensive line gave the back much of a chance at all. Now, give credit to the defense. It was almost like they were anticipating a run and got up close to the line of scrimmage in a hurry.
in their own territory. Coach shows no hesitation. The offense is on the field. He's got it, enough for a first down. Breaking free at the 35. Touchdown, Florida, as they fight back here in this playoff game.
Chris, not shocked at all that they threw this football to this receiver, especially on fourth down. They needed a play. He delivers, but instead of doing it downfield, he shows you what he can do after the catch to get it into the end zone.
And they'll set up with the PAT. And he knocks it right through. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. Excellent work by the coverage team. He's brought down after just a short return. The first play of the drive now. They're backed up at their own 14. To the air. It's Russell. He's running out of time here. Gets the ball off as he was hit, but it's incomplete.
Anytime a quarterback's able to recognize a free rusher like that, that's what the check down is for. He has to recognize the protection issues quickly and pivot.
Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. The pocket breaking down. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up third down. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Back in motion now. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Grab down the middle. It's Hale. And the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion. Here comes a gamble. Offense on the field going for it on fourth down. And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here. Alabama looking to convert on fourth down here. Finds his man. It's Hamilton. Moves the ball to the 25. Good enough for a first down.
Bit of a risky decision here to go for it on your own side of the 50, but guess what? They make it work. Keep the sticks moving.
Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Off the play fake, looking to throw. And it's incomplete, just out of reach. Too much on that throw.
I think he predetermined where to go with his football. Really didn't give himself a chance to work through his progressions. Locked into his primary, tried to force it in there, and it doesn't work out.
To the air, it's Russell. Caught over the middle, it's Hale. He's found some room at the 45. Excellent catch and run by the senior.
Well, it's one thing to hear about how fast this receiver is in the scouting report. You look at him on film all week. The defense coordinator tells you, get ready, this guy can run. And then the reality comes, and this guy can fly. You see it again here. Nice catch.
This Alabama offense is moving quickly down the field. Play action here on first down. Moves out of the pocket. Scrambling around now, looking downfield. And they finally stop him down at the 5. Solid gain on that catch and run.
Boy, nice job here by this offense, creating an opportunity for this receiver to excel after the catch. It's early in this game, so this defense better get their arms around this receiver because he could be a monster today.
First and goal, handoff. Defense makes the tackle with the clock running. That'll probably be the final play of this first quarter. So at the end of one, we are dead even as these teams continue their pursuit of a national championship. Let's take a quick look at the game summary so far. And after a promising start, we hope that both these teams will just continue with more of this action. We've had the break to talk about it. Now we begin the quarter with the offense set up, second and goal. And the back now goes in motion. And it's a direct snap. And when he's getting boxed in, the defense not at all fooled by the Wildcat look.
And on second goal, the offense goes with the speed to try to get the ball out to the edge. But how about this defense? Not only are they physical, but here they show what kind of speed they have as well.
Direct snap. Motors into the end zone. Touchdown, tied. So with playoff pressure curve, the offense executes a long, grinding, methodical drive.
You know, the thing I've loved about this offense all year long is their ability to either hit the big play or not have to rely on that. Like this, they're able to sustain a drive and still come up with points and get a touchdown.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. PAT puts him in front by 7. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there and booted away. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the Florida offense retakes the field. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time, looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. He gets loose. Ball carrier steps out, but a solid gain on the ground that time.
Well, nice first down here by this running back, and what he's doing today makes me reflect on some of the great backs that they've had over the years in Gainesville. Emmitt Smith, arguably one of the best backs, if not the best back in the history of the game. Damian Pierce more recently, but even guys like Eric Rhett and Fred Taylor, just really talented running backs with the ability to take it to the house.
Only a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9.
Anytime you have a chance to get this wide receiver isolated, to get the ball in his hands, you do it.
They come to the line in the Wildcat formation. Defense got to be on alert here. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. First down and more. He's still running. Defense has got him, but that Wildcat wrinkle earns enough to get the first down. And it's a direct snap. They'll bring him down, but the Wildcat look produces an explosive run to get a first down.
That is 2 consecutive runs for first downs. Give credit to the offensive line and this back really getting into a rhythm, and they got this defense on its heels.
And the Gators will line up on 1st and 10. They'll try the right side on the toss. Picks up 2, so it's 2nd and 8. No huddle here for the offense.
This offense is known for that up-tempo approach. The defense has got to make their calls and get adjusted and ready to play.
Takes the toss and heads left. Going absolutely nowhere with a loss of the play.
Boy, how about the defensive speed there in the team pursuit? They recognize the toss sweep from the middle of the field and show their team speed to be able to eliminate this play.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. Nice grab. It's Hawkins. Defense will wrap him up after an 8-yard gain. It'll bring up 4th down. Looking for a man. Looks to the left for a quick throw. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense.
Boy, just a drive killer right there, Chris. And he didn't seem to throw that ball with much confidence. Just put it up for grabs, and the defense comes down with it.
They'll come up in wildcat formation. Let's see what the call is. Direct snap. Grab behind the line. It's Russell. And he heads out of bounds after gaining a few yards.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
Looking for a gap. It's Young. There's the tackle, but first down yardage.
Well, I know people want to talk about the spread, and Alabama's offense has changed over the years, but at the end of the day, with this coaching staff, it still comes down to the line of scrimmage and the ability to pound the rock. Think about the backs they've had in recent years. Mark Ingram and Josh Jacobs, Derrick Henry, Jahmyr Gibbs most recently. This is an offense that still wants to control things up front and beat you down.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
That is called gap integrity. Nice job by this defense of taking away that inside run and then using their speed as the back tried to bounce that to the outside. There's just no room to run.
Offense now behind the 6 on second down. They need 12 after that first down loss. To throw, it's Russell. Not able to connect, incomplete.
Well, that was a bit of a dangerous pass and off target, too. The mechanics were a bit shaky.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. On third down, he drops to throw. Defense is coming after him. The pass is off target. He got hit as he threw as the third down pressure worked. And here comes the punter onto the field.
Number 32 on to kick it away.
We'll see what he can do with the return. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. So they begin the drive here in the final 3 minutes of the half. First down, looking to throw the ball. Looking deep down the right side. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
A lot of times college football, the game comes down to just a play or two. And that's a missed opportunity by this offense. I wouldn't be surprised to see them try to come back to that same play in the second half.
Sure hands. It's Brown. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice game there.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
The gain is 2 yards, so it's second and 8. It's the 2-minute timeout of what's been a really competitive game so far. Let's see if the offense can take the lead before the break. Second down after that run on the previous play. That's reeled in. It's Brown. The defense grabs him after the completion. He's just short of a first down.
Well, it's a game of matchups. Always has been and it always will be, especially on the perimeter. And the quarterback believes his guy is better than their guy.
That's a good effort on the run, but the defense stops him just short of the marker. Fourth down now. QB keeper all the way. Brought down after 40. That'll be a first down. Fourth down conversion gives him a fresh set of downs, but time is running out. They get to the line quickly. Design quarterback run. That's a nice wrap-up there by the junior. What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Makes the grab. It's Hawkins. Defense reacts quickly, a very short gain on the play. 3rd and short here in this playoff game, and the 8th play of the drive. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. On the run here, lets it go. But they don't connect. It's incomplete, and it brings up 4th down.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. You've got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
Offense choosing to go for it here on 4th down. And he drops back in the gun. He's got it. That is enough for a first down. They've got it, but they convert on 4th down, and the drive keeps going. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Looking to throw it from the red zone. Caught in the backfield. It's Daniels. And a timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. Defense trying to hang on the 11th play on this drive. They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Looking to scramble. Incomplete, and that shot to the end zone.
You know, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Pressure is coming. Looking to the end zone, and it's caught. Touchdown, Gators. This college football playoff game is all tied up, and Kirk, it's beginning to feel a little bit like a shootout.
Yeah, it is. It's a battle of the offenses. Both these teams right now executing flawlessly, and they're doing so with such high stakes, answering one score with another. Neither team is backing up 1 inch.
And here's the return from inside the 5. And the coverage team pins him in and brings him down.
And the Alabama offense will take over 1st and 10.
Here comes the first play of the drive. Can they do something in the final 30 seconds of the half? Quarterback unaware of the play clock. That'll cost them 5. And it's a bunch formation. Back to pass. It's Russell. The pass rush closing in. And it falls incomplete. The defensive pressure hurried to throw that time.
Chris, we're all guilty of this. We all look at the big plays, the quarterbacks, the offense, how many points, how many yards. Sometimes we overlook the most important aspect of the game, the offensive line. You've got to do a good job consistently protecting the quarterback, and it all comes down to the offensive line. And here, they hurry the quarterback, and they blow up the play.
Breaks an open space. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain.
Big runs like this are just demoralizing for a defense. It's one thing to give up big plays over your head against the pass game. But when teams can run the ball and pick up yards like this, it really affects the team's mental psyche and their confidence. And you'll start to see some missed tackles following a play like this.
He's bringing it back. They bring him down, but a chance to turn that into points just before halftime.
Well, for defensive backs, man, they salivate for opportunities like this. Some may only get 1 or 2 a year, and he was not going to squander this chance.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. He's got a man down the middle. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play. So, with only a few seconds left in the half, out comes the field goal unit. And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit. So just before halftime here, out comes the field goal unit.
On the field goal.
No, and he knocks it right through. And they jump back in front. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Gators will kick this away to begin the second half. Returner choosing to field this one. Returner brought down. Sets up the next drive.
And the Alabama offense will take over 1st and 10.
So here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. The passing game effective in the first half. Let's see if they keep it going or if the defense has made adjustments trying to protect the lead here. Taking a deep shot here to the right. Aggressive call, a deep shot on first down, but incomplete.
The offense doesn't come up with the completion here, Chris, but I think it gives you an indication of what they think they can do here in the second half of this playoff game.
Incomplete, so it's second down and 10. The DB's right near the line now, showing press coverage. Scanning the field, it's Russell. Pulls it in, it's Hale. Breaks loose at the 40. Forced out of bounds after a big gain. This offense set up with a first down.
Chris, all week they heard about how fast this guy is. The defensive coordinator told them they watched the film. They've seen this guy a lot, but I think the reality of seeing it now in person, I think it's surprised them. They've got to make some adjustments to their defense, or this guy and his speed will continue to have a field day.
Here's the second down play. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Pulls it in. It's Young. Tackle made at the 24-yard line. This offense really threatening now. Alabama comes up to the line quickly.
Look at this, Chris. After that big gain and a first down, they're already at the line of scrimmage, ready to get this up-tempo offense cranked.
Oh, the pass rush gets home. That first down sack a surprise and moves them back into fringe field goal range. What can they do on second and long?
Boy, good job here getting into the backfield and coming up with this sack here by the defensive line from the Florida Gators. And, Chris, you think about Florida, you think about defensive linemen, you think about an incredible history and legacy that they've had over the years. Start with Javon Curse, the freak, what he was able to do. And Kevin Carter, all the sacks he came up with. Dante Fowler, such speed off the edge. Even Derek Harvey, boy, he had an incredible year in 06 when the Gators won the national championship. And we're still seeing them dominate the line of scrimmage today.
Grab down the middle. It's Lee. Defense stops him short of the marker. So now it's fourth down. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. End zone ahead. Touchdown, Alabama, as the QB fights his way into the end zone.
Chris, that's what I love about this quarterback. It's a great touchdown, but he shows you his versatility. We know he can throw it, but here he shows you his speed and how he can make the defense pay for that as well.
He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And the Florida offense is back out on the field now. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. That's a strong stiff arm. And he's out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
A lot of people feel running backs with elite speed shy away from contact. But that wasn't the case there. Instead of running around the defender, this back elected to run right through him.
The Gators pick up enough yardage to keep this drive rolling. This offense is rolling at the moment. It's first down and 10. Just a small gain. Look at it, 2nd and 9.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
After the incompletion, they'll have to try to convert here on 3rd and 9. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Quick throw to his receiver. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up 4th down now.
Boy, this is all about the defense here. Nice stop here on 3rd down, but really it's about trying to get this offense behind the sticks. Once you get them behind the sticks, you can mix up your coverages, really affect the quarterback's eyes and disrupt the timing and the rhythm of what the offense is trying to do. Now we've got another big 4th down coming up.
And the Gators will come to the line looking to convert on 4th down. Needs a completion here on 4th down. He escapes the pocket. It's a deep shot to the right. The ball is picked off. Short return tackle at the 21, but that's a huge takeaway for this defense.
I love this quarterback's athletic ability and the way he can create and improvise. Unfortunately here, he just didn't locate the defender when he throws the interception.
Scanning the field, it's Russell. And it's incomplete. The defensive pressure affected his throw that time.
It's pretty simple as a defensive coordinator. When the quarterback drops back to throw, if we get pressure on him, we got a chance to slow him down and win the football game. If we don't, it could be a long afternoon. Good job here by dialing up the pressure.
They come to the line in the Wildcat formation. Defense got to be on alert here. Oh, and he's going backwards. The Wildcat look did not fool this defense at all.
I love the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little bit lacking on that one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board on that call.
Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. Cannot connect. Incomplete, and now 4th down.
Now they're putting themselves in these 3rd and long situations, and it's simply not a recipe for success. They can't keep this up as this game wears on.
And at 4th down, they'll punt it away here. And the returner heads out of bounds. And the Gators offense retakes the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. He's looking deep down the middle. Downfield shot falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there.
Well, one of the few times this receiver is unable to come up with a big play. This guy has over 100 yards receiving. I would just keep trying to find ways to line him up and create mismatch opportunities.
And it's incomplete on a very quick throw. The offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the 1st down. And it's incomplete again. 4th down coming up.
Well, it looked like the quarterback had everything that he needed there. Had great protection. Receiver ran a nice route. Just not able to convert there on that 3rd down. Let's see what their decision is on 4th down coming up.
4th and 10 after 3 straight incompletions. Can they connect this time? Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Trying for a 4th down completion. Wow, a 3rd pick tonight by the QB. They bring him down after a short return, but the takeaway sets up the offense near midfield.
Chris, that's back-to-back drives now that this offense has thrown interceptions. They've got to be able to regroup on the sideline, adjust their schemes, maybe their personnel groupings and formations, try to find a new way to attack, because right now, this isn't working.
Lets it go quickly. That's reeled in. It's Hamilton. They make the stop at the 34, but suddenly this offense is in scoring position now. First down.
Chris, much like we saw in the first half, this quarterback can put the ball right on the money. Now, you know the defensive coordinator at halftime spent all the time he could with his secondary to come up with answers on how to try to slow this guy down.
He's got it right near the end zone. And he scores. Touchdown, Bama.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
Kicking team on now for the extra point. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. The Florida offense retakes the field. No surprise they're in a hole here. They've given the football away in each of the last two possessions. A deep shot right down the middle. Oh, and he can't quite hang on. Almost the fourth interception he's thrown today. He's up second down.
Boy, this defense has this quarterback rattled. An interception the last series, he almost threw another one.
So after the incompletion, it's second down. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. It's another deep shot. They try a downfield shot. That's a good effort there, but now it's third down.
Well, this time he misses his intended target, but this receiver has been a key today. They want to try to just keep feeding him.
Third down. The offense desperately needs a conversion here, trailing in the third quarter. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. Fires it to the wideout. Caught. He's wide open. Look out. The Gators come to the line in the hurry up.
Good job by this offensive line and a great throw by the quarterback to get that first down there on third down. It's exactly what they needed to do. This is too big of a game. They've come too far. They're in the playoff. You're down in the second half.
Another pick. Wow, that's the fourth tonight. Brought down after a short return, but the pick sets up his offense.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
On first down, it's play action. On the move now. Grab behind the line. It's Hill. And now the defense able to bring him down. Getting set. Here's second down. And the runner takes off to his right. Gets some space around the 30. Tackled at the 1-yard line. Couldn't quite get in, but an excellent run. Well, they finally corral him, but he was untouched at the line of scrimmage. Kirk just burst through a big crease.
I'm going crazy on my defense. Like you said, this guy was untouched. I don't know how they were able to finally catch up to him and bring him down, but there's no excuses at all from the defense after a play like that.
Nowhere to run up the middle. Okay, now it's second and goal from the 1. And they're trying to punch it in here. And he fights in for the score. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
Man, that's another touchdown for this guy. This defense better adjust and get eyes into that backfield, or he may go for a third or a fourth later today.
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. Here's the first play of the drive. They'll set up from the 13. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Catch made on the left side. And he runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice gain. Love to see the big man get his touches.
They come up on first down. Clock running. Final minute here of the third quarter. And looking to throw now on first down. Bringing pressure. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
Second down, we're going to throw it. Moves out of the pocket. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a third down.
And I am so impressed with the athletic ability and speed of this defense. Quarterback does a pretty good job of keeping the play alive, scrambling off to his right. But that defensive speed, and they're
breaks into the clear. Past the 20. All the way to the end zone. What a run. Touchdown, Florida. That's a crucial response for this offense, but still plenty of work to do here in the third quarter.
Well, I love that they're still fighting and competing. You can tell they've made some adjustments at half and try to get them back into this game. And that score is a great start.
They'll try for the two-point conversion using the jumbo formation. On the ground, trying to muscle it across the line. And he's not going to get there. The two-point try fails. They can't cut into this deficit any further. Looks like they're lining up to attempt an onside kick.
35, Florida, 23.
And he safely makes the recovery. The onside kick doesn't work. Comes the Alabama offense onto the field. Remember last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here, or the defense come up with a stop? First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Looking deep downfield to the left. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
He's looking for that deep completion. I love the chunk play. I love the idea of being aggressive. They just come up empty.
Offense lines up for a second down play off the incompletion. It's press coverage now from these DBs. Dropping back. It's Russell. Intercepted right near the end zone. What a play. And he steps out, but that's the takeaway this defense was looking for.
Wow, a risky call by the offensive coordinator, playing with the lead in the playoff in the second half, throwing the football. I don't disagree with it, but now you give this defense a chance to create a turnover, and they capitalize here with the pick.
He stopped, but he gets a first down. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. With the catch, it's Brown. Heads out of bounds as a short gain on the play. So Alabama will take the lead into the quarter break here, sitting in a pretty good spot as we wrap up the third quarter, trying to keep those national championship hopes alive. Let's take a quick look at the game stats while we have a chance. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. A deep shot to the left side. Makes the grab inside the 30, and he's still running. Tackled all the way down to the 25-yard line. Suddenly, they're in great position to get points. The Gators lining up here on 1st and 10. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. That's a solid game there, showing off the stiff arm. Second down play coming up. There's a design quarterback keeper. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain. the Gators will come to the line to run the hurry up. And looks like the quarterback's going to run it. They've got him to not before a solid gain on the ground there.
These quarterbacks today in the college game are so athletic. They can beat you with their arm, obviously. But just when you think you have them figured out, they tuck the ball and go. I'd expect this defense to put in a spy.
And he could not be stopped. Touchdown, Gators. That score makes things a lot more interesting here in the fourth quarter with a spot in the national championship game on the line.
This feels like a playoff game now. You can see it on the guys' faces. That was a momentum punch. Now the focus shifts to the opposition. Can they march down and answer, or will they wilt to the pressure?
Fields it just outside the goal line. He steps out of bounds at the 26. They'll come up in wildcat formation. Let's see what the call is. Press coverage now from the secondary. Fighting off the defender. Breaks the tackle to get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it.
But there's something we haven't seen much in this game at all. That ball carrier being tackled near the line of scrimmage. Maybe if this defense can make more plays like that in the second half, their team will be able to chip away at this lead.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. It's an out route, the catch made. And that is a first down gain. Moves the ball to the 40.
Well, a big part of the reason, Chris, we've seen this offense be able to build a lead is because of the way they've mixed up the run with the pass. Back-to-back plays, positive yards. I love that they're keeping an aggressive mindset, even working with a lead.
The drive stays alive with that first down completion. He keeps it on a design run. Stopped right there at the line. No gain. Offense behind the 6 now on 2nd and 11 after the 1-yard loss.
Well, that was definitely not what they had in mind, but look at this. Here comes the tempo again. Undeterred by the tackle for a loss.
Back to throw. It's Russell. Testing the defense with a throw downfield. The catch is made for a huge pickup. Fights into the end zone. Touchdown, tied.
This guy's starting to prove that he is a mismatch for this defense. Second touchdown of the day, and a great job by the coordinator continuing to find unique ways to get this guy on one-on-one opportunities for touchdowns.
Extra point up and good, so the lead is 12 here in the fourth quarter. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. He's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. And the Florida offense is back out on the field now. They were clicking last time. Great protection. The pitch and catch was solid. Right down for a touchdown. Running out of time in the pocket.
Hey, if nothing else is there, good decision by this quarterback to be able to pick up some positive yards. I'd rather see him do that than force the ball into coverage. Good heads-up play.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Looking to scramble. Throws it deep downfield to the left. Tried to go very deep there. Good effort. Now it's third down.
Well, they don't connect here, but this is what you have to do. It's late in the game. You need points. You're behind. You got to take some shots. I'd go right back to it, try to find a matchup, and go to one of your receivers that can make a play for you.
Solid gain there. Moves the ball out to the 32. They bring him down, but wow, the freshman showing off the arm strength.
I love to see this team fighting the way they are. Picking up a first down on that third down shows you they still believe. They still think they got a shot to come back and compete in this game.
took contact on the throw.
Well, there's nothing like pressure to affect the accuracy and the timing of the quarterback trying to throw a football. And on this play, they end up flushing him out to his left, contacted him as he's trying to throw the football. That's what led to this incompletion.
He escapes the pocket. He lets it go on the move. Finds a receiver in the middle of the field. One down, but not before he gets into enemy territory at the 49.
Chris, here we are in the fourth quarter. These guys are trailing. Hadn't been a great day, but with this quarterback, he's as gifted as anybody in the country. You never count these guys out.
He's running out of time here. The ball is loose, and the defense comes up with the football.
Just a great job by this defense to knock that ball loose and get a critical turnover here late in the game, working with the lead. You get the ball back to your offense, and now a chance to secure victory.
Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. Grinding away with a running game. Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Second down play coming up for this offense. Here comes a handoff. First down, looking for more now. Here he goes. Tackle just short of the goal line at the 1. What a run.
Chris, how about that? This guy is a blur with a football in his hands. He gets one block out in front of him. It seems like he's setting a new speed barrier.
It's the 2-minute timeout as the offense tries to put the finishing touches here on a lopsided victory. They can put the game away right here. It's first and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Alabama.
You know, some people get really upset when you run up the score like this, but for most of the players out there, I think they get it. When you're ahead, you want to win by 100, and when you're behind, you just want it to end.
Extra point up and good. A 19-point lead now here in the final quarter. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. First down, looking to throw the football. The sure hands, it's Daniels. Tackle made at the 37. It's a solid gain. They'll hurry to the line here with the clock running. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Looking for a late deep shot. And that's interception number 5. When will this QB get the hook? Not a great return, but the interception wipes out the scoring threat and gives the offense the ball at the 32. Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. What a satisfying feeling for this team. Just run out the clock and let the celebration begin. Toss play to the outside. Zero running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Second down play coming up. DB's looking to jam the receivers at the snap. And now a carry here for the fullback. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. takes the hand.